Good afternoon, everybody. It is winter out here. It's so cold, so windy, so snowy. It's icy conditions and I'm going out in it. I must be mad. However, folks, this is just too much to miss because we hear of many strange things here at Spiz, but this one I have heard is a very strange one indeed. This one is a natural phenomena where we have two trees growing out of the same root. It's up at Glamis, so let's just go and see if we can find this. It's in the woods round about there somewhere, so there could be a strong possibility that I get lost. But today, folks, I'm going looking for the two-in-one tree. Thank you. You can see this, folks, there's a massive rainbow. Alrighty, folks, well, here we are in the middle of a place called Charleston, which is just down the road from Glamis. Now, Glamis is just behind me there, right down the hill, but I'm going into the woods here because I remember from my geocaching days there was a nice house in the woods here, but there's also this rather strange tree, which has like got two parts of the tree growing from the root. Let's go and see if we can find it. It's very windy and very cold. Now, I can't actually remember whereabout in the woods it is. It's not a particularly big wood, this, but you know, it's one of these woods where all the trees look the same. And oh, hang on, a big muddy puddle. Ugh. It's a bit squidgy here, so I need to keep my eye out for this rather unusual tree. Right, well, molto trepidatione, I've come off the beaten path down here because I saw this kind of worn path and it's taken me right to the old ice house. There it is. Right, so we're not far from the tree now. Now, the ice house that's behind me there, I'm assuming that would have been used by the Glamis estate. They probably did some hunting up here, and instead of carting the deer or whatever it was they found all the way back to the castle, which is maybe just about 3/4 of a mile away, they would probably stash it in here with all the ice and the salt on it, just to keep it nice and fresh and just perfect for the Queen. So, folks, not the most exciting of finds, but at least I got out and I found something. So on the Speedometer, the ice house here in Charleston is going to score just a very lowly 2 out of 10 today. There we go. Thank you very much. Right folks, so here it is. I found the strange tree. Now as you can see there's like one root, but the roots have all entangled themselves and we have two different trees growing out of the same kind of little area here. Now I think one's some sort of birch thing and the other one's some sort of pine tree. So as you can see they entwine themselves right down here at the bottom, and then they kind of separate as they get up towards the sort of 3 or 4 feet up. But it's a very, very strange phenomenon that two trees can actually grow so close together and live in harmony. You'd think one would be the better tree and sort of take over, but no, seems like they can both live together in peace and harmony. Why can't the rest of the world follow suit? So folks, on the Speedometer, the strange 2-in-1 tree, well, like, you know, excuse me, quite an interesting thing this is, and we don't normally get to see many natural phenomena here at Spiz, and it's a thing of beauty, and as I said, very natural indeed. So just for that fact alone folks, and also it's so cold today, I had nothing else to do, so at least I got out and found something. So thank you to the tree for being here. It's going to get, folks, on the Speedometer, a 3. A 3 for the tree. Thank you very much indeed. And this is Jag Betty reporting for Spiz. A very, very cold. I've got one glove on, one glove off. This hand is absolutely Baltic. I really think I'm going to go home now and get a cup of tea and just chill out for the rest of the day, folks. It's only about 1:30. Thank you for watching. So, as I said, from Jag Betty here, it's a very good afternoon, and thanks for watching. Alrighty folks, well, you know, I was in the area, so I thought I'd come and have a look at the Eassie stone. This is a sculpted stone that's probably about 1300 years old. It's behind a glass case there, so to get that footage I stuck my arm through the grills there and managed to get some close-up, so excellent for that. There's a church here from about the 13th century, they believe, although probably the Picts were here a little bit earlier, seemingly, but this stone is actually remarkable. It's got a few bits chipped off it, but it's a fantastic example of one of their pieces of art. Excellent. Now on this side we have a cow with a bell around its neck. Not really sure what that's all about, but at the top end there you can see we have the double disc and the Z rod. It's always hard to say that, but that's meant to be some sort of symbol that gives the illusion of like death and life. So that's why they think this is possibly some sort of gravestone. The duality of the day and the night kind of comes into play there. Maybe the Z rod is a broken arrow. There's lots of sort of myths and legends about these symbols, but nobody knows what they mean. It's so charismatic. The language they use, nobody has a clue. Even in this day and age of computers and technology, they just can't get to the bottom of it. It's amazing. I love it. And on the other side we just have a hunter kind of chap down there. There's a couple of deer on the other sort of side of the stone with the big Celtic cross in the middle. Well, what a stone it is, man. It's a pity you can't really touch it, although I did try to get my arm around it. I'm just not long enough to get a touch there. But I did get my camera in there to get in there. So actually I think I'll put a Spiz card. We're down to our last couple of Spiz cards, folks. So I'm going to just throw it underneath there. Hopefully it'll land sideways up. So there it is, the Spiz card. If anybody wants to come and have a look, there it is, folks. Hey folks, look, the berries are out. It's like a holly bush.